Gerald, what have I told you about screaming? It's normal to have 5 fingers up your butthole.
It's true. Trust me, I'm a doctor. As a doctor, as a verified physician, I have evidence. I'll show you. Here's my plaque for a doctor. It's in the shape of an M. M for medical professional. I am qualified to discuss about death, especially 1,000 Ways to Die. So we're going to take a look at 1,000 Ways to Die, and I'm going to tell you if it's possible or not. I think these are based off of real life, sudden death. Date, July 21st, 2006. Location, Emmett, me. Evaluating this scene, I feel like the chap in the green shirt's gonna maybe overdrink himself to death. Now, put in your guesses of how this man is going to die. He's at a bar. There's a hot girl there. There's drinks. He looks like he's about to take a dump. She looks like she knows that he's gonna take a dump, and that's why she's frightened.
A sports bar during the NFL season can get pretty crazy.
Yes, football! Oh, it's such a manly sport. Every time I watch football, I feel my chest hair growing, and my penis gets engorged.
But then there are fantasy football fanatics like Stelgis.
Got a fucking name is Stelgis. I would have believed if his name was Steven. Got a name is Stelgis. She lands on his face, and he dies being smothered by a muff. That's the way to go. Stelgis, that's his name, I think. He looks... You know what? It's kind of weird, because he does look like a Stelgis, doesn't he? My name's Stelgis, and I like NFL.
Who take crazy to a whole new level.
Take it, Brady, take it!
$100, he doesn't even know the people at the table. They're just like, what the fuck is this guy?
Stelgis had only 2 friends. The television remote and the online program that tabulated his fantasy football points.
He's gonna choke on the controller. Not heart attack. That's too easy, isn't it? That's too easy. The TV falls on his head. Now that's possible. He gets angry that he's losing at fantasy football. So he shakes the TV or some shit. And then it falls on his head and he dies. Sudden death. You know, I like that. Who agrees? Press 1 in the chat. Who doesn't agree? Press 2 in the chat. Who thinks it's something else? Push 3 in the chat. If you think he should have a name change, press 4 in the chat. Human head explosion? You know, as a doctor, I've seen that at least 5 times in my career. Every time it had to do with an ex-wife.
Start out going to a bar where every single thing is playing, so even if it's a commercial in one game, I'm watching 3 of my players score touchdowns.
Why does everybody in like mid-2000s always look greasy? He just looks like if you touch him, it's the chicken grease? What is that?
You may have your religions, I do too, and mine is 300-pound men running into each other.
Sumo wrestling? You gotta be more specific about the type of men running into each other. There's football, there's rugby, there's naked wrestling, hitting the sauna after a good workout.
Stelgis' fantasy addiction annoyed everyone from TV to TV, keeping tabs on his virtual team.
Come on, Pick. Redeem yourself.
Oh.
Let's put on the Dallas game.
Nobody at that table knew him, because he's a weirdo.
Until he pissed off the wrong person.
Oh, shit! Dang! Man, that bald guy is a Hulk. He scares me. Looks like Bruce Willis. Put on like 40 pounds of muscle. I feel like it's gonna be the TV. Or something to do with the remote. The TV is a safe bet. What if we got creative? What if he like got stabbed with the remote controller? Pool stick in the butt? Human scarecrow? Yes, that could be funny.
Never take your eye off the real action.
Uh-oh. Whoa, what happened?
Shattered beer mug caught a soft spot.
No
in
way!
Stelgis' neck.
The sharp piece of glass flying through the air would have lacerated this gentleman's neck, cutting not only the carotid artery, but the jugular vein.
Simmer down, professional medical man. Trust me, okay? That's highly unlikely. You know how many glasses I've smashed over someone's head and they haven't died? A couple, but still.
Now you've cut off both the supply to the brain and from the brain, draining the blood from the brain out quickly. Could have easily lost 3 liters of blood within minutes and died.
It's true, I'm a professional. I feel like that's kind of fake, you know? Like, how hard do you have to smash that glass? And for that glass to shatter? And for one of the pieces to fly like Mach 4 and slice your carotid artery? I mean, that's like a 1,000,000,001 chance. We should test it out.
Mark it down, Stelgis. You've been sacked.
Ha! He's been sacked. Clever. Sudden death. It's the lack of friction on that man's head. Bring up a good point. You know what? I think you're right. There's no friction on that man's bald head. As soon as he slammed it on his head, the fucking shard went fucking zoom. Like a bullet. Impressive deduction, gangster. I'm impressed with you. You know why bald people don't wear a turtleneck? It's because they look like a broken condom. All right, next. 1,000 ways to die. How do you think this guy is gonna go out? We haven't even got to it yet. Oh, okay, what's that? Let me bring it up. Date, June 1st, 2005. Location, Pullman, Washington. Die, E-I-E-I-O. I'm guessing they're on a farm. Okay.
When Stephen
I called it!
and Jerry got picked up for grand theft auto, they were sentenced to 60 days on a work farm.
Really? That's it? 60 days on a work farm for Grand Theft Auto? I feel like that'd be like 12 years today.
Soon enough, they were young, dumb, and surrounded by dung.
Dung. You know, my mind goes to one thing, I hear another. I just assume it's always come.
Hey, horse.
Hey.
Come here, you want a cigarette?
All right, we got cigarettes. We got horses. We can go the easy play and say they're going to get kicked by a horse and die. That's the easy play. The other play is maybe they put their head through the grate, the horse backs up, and their head goes into the anus of the horse. And then they suffocate to death. Slips on horse poop, horse semen. You can definitely drown in horse semen. Trust me. I've known some people.
What? Held accountable for their crimes. For those offenders that can't even complete the comeback and sentence them to something more drastic.
Slips in horse shit and breaks his neck. Now we're in the hay bales. Okay.
For these screw-ups, life down on the farm
Yo, you could have killed me with that.
was a life-threatening situation.
Oh shit.
It wouldn't be a farm story without a farmer's daughter.
Yeehaw!
It's one of those milkers.
Oh my god. Wait, does the girl die from getting milked? Now that would be a twist. I feel like I'd have to pay to see that. Wait, does he die from getting milked?
Time to keep the two delinquents from hurting themselves.
Hi, guys. Please don't touch that. That's not a toy.
Is that one of the fucking, you know, like old country, no country for old men? All right, guys, lock in your answers.
Man, forget the lemonade. I want some milk, mama. Come on, come on. Let me have a little.
No, that's
I feel like that's not a milker. She can milk me any day. Oh, you're terrible. I know. Is that a tase? Is he gonna tase himself to death? I'm gonna say that's like a cattle prod that shoots a giant prod and he kills himself. That's my guess. I feel like that's a strong guess. Unless a bald man walks into the farm, then I'm going for the glass of milk again.
No big deal. Look, I'm gonna do it to myself.
Oh, that's right.
When the captive bolt gun is placed against the forehead of a cow,
He
of skull, it's
cow
about 100
bolted his
pounds per
heart.
square inch. Used on a person, the concussion of it is just massive, and that could kill somebody. But definitely the bolt, which is about the size of your finger, with
We've all had fingers inside of us, right? Yes, we have. He deserved that. As a doctor, I agree. Bring his corpse on in. We'll do an autopsy.
in about 2 inches into your chest, would definitely hit your heart area and kill you almost instantly.
Sad to see it. Well, kind of. You kind of had it coming. I bet the cows are like, oh, how does that feel? Hoo-hoo, I'm in. That was 1,000 Ways to Die with yours truly, Dr. Frightmare. How'd you guys like that? Did you like that little snake segment? Little reaction time? You'll have a wonderful night. Oh, shit! It's escaped! Hold the show! Hey, get away from me!